Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. Just wanted to give you guys a quick but important update. And first, this was our first video today. Again, there was a Patreon exclusive channeling from Cindy, actually 2 channelings from Cindy. Fascinating subjects. We are in absolutely unprecedented times, and the change is going to just keep getting more rapid and more dramatic. Here you go. We have a peace deal reached between Russia and Ukraine. Zelensky is flying to the USA to sign the deal. What is the deal? The U.S. is going to earn 50% of future revenue from Ukraine's mineral wealth as repayment for the U.S. tax dollars spent on the war. No membership to NATO. Ukraine was never going to join NATO. That's always been the line in the sand that Russia would not accept. No boots on the ground. Zelensky tried to backdoor NATO membership by placing U.S. or European troops on the ground in Ukraine. Instead, there will be a demilitarized zone. Ukraine concedes territory. Exactly how much is yet unknown, but Ukraine was never going to get all its territory back. At least this particular author thinks so. Any more than they were going to join NATO. I haven't seen any concessions released by Russia yet. We're going to have to see. It's interesting, too. Besides that, you also have the ICC called on to investigate Biden. Top officials in the previous U.S. administration were complicit regarding certain occurrences in certain parts of the world. Business dealings, it goes on and on and on. The pardons to everybody in advance, it's just, obviously, it's a mess. My question is, how do you know you're going to get the right Biden or all the Bidens, in reality? Meanwhile, there's a blackout in Chile with more than 98% of the country experiencing power outage as we speak. Cause is not yet known. And we also over here have Caroline Leavitt just announcing that the White House is going to cut power from the White House Correspondents Association and make their own press pool. Oh, times are changing. And yet another near miss horror moment when Southwest Airlines plane narrowly avoids crash with private jet as pilot gasps, "How did that happen?" This comes a day after passengers had to escape a different plane on an emergency slide. What is going on? It's every single day. Chicago Midway Airport on Tuesday. What can we say? It's just absolute craziness. Of course, now I can never think of Southwest Airlines and not think of chemtrails, which are a reality. And we'll see if we get a wiki or not. Oh, over here, despite Trump's executive order banning CDC WHO communication, CDC officials attended a WHO, let's just say consultation without approval. This is part of the bigger picture that we have underway. At what point, or will it get to the point where it is an outright rebellion going on? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to get to that point. It'll be interesting to see. But yes, CDC participating in certain meetings about the ouchies with the WHO going against the presidential decree. Maybe it's just time to just dissolve the CDC. It is an entity that's contained within the U.S. So, I think a lot of people would like to see the CDC dissolved and no longer in business. 5.9, 102 kilometers northeast of Punta Cana. There's a swarm going on over here. 15 quakes, as you see, between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Very, very curious. Don't forget, if we look back in time over here at the last 30 days, we did have a big one that, remember that 7.6 farther down over on the plate. So I wonder if something is brewing. It feels like there's a lot more major activity coming. But this guy is scoping out the situation, and he says, make sure you're subscribed and you have the little notification bell clicked as well. As always, guys, thanks for your support. Look forward to your comments. Source bless and namaste.